nice to meet you. Yes, I was just taking up all the scents of the candles. Lovely, aren't they? Is there anything I can help you with? You'd like to get some candles? Okay. Well, to perhaps make it easier for you, what we could do is go through some questions, and that should help pinpoint your searches down. Okay, sure. Okay, so is there a particular brand you'd like to go for today? Yankee? Okay, excellent. Well, we have an abundance of them. Okay, so will you be purchasing for yourself or perhaps family members? Okay, so would you be interested in gift sets? Not as much? No? Okay, no problem. Okay, is there a particular style you would like? We have tarts, pillars, small, medium and large jars. We have simpler sizes. Would you like to have a look at a range? No problem. And what about the burn times? Is that important to you? No? Okay. And what about seasons? Okay, well, what I can do for you then is I can show you a very strong range from our autumn season and our upcoming Christmas season. And perhaps what I could do is show you some of our summer and Halloween clearance. How does that sound? Okay, sounds good to me too. So this candle I was holding before, would that have any interest to you? Yes, sure. Let's have a look at it then. So this is just your everyday, very simple brown tone. This is the Spice Pumpkin one. I'd like to have a smell. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely perfect for the season. The Spice Pumpkin one is absolutely divine. It's nice and simple scented. With this one, it's more for people that do like really strong, heavy smells. Is there a particular place you like to place your candles? All over? Okay. So if you just had this one lit, I would definitely expect this one to sort of glide the scent all around the home. It's lovely. Because of the brown too, it matches most interior. I find that the pillars are the best looking ones. They're nice and simple. They can be easily packed because of the size and the shape. And I find that they're just strikingly simple and gorgeous. So, how do you feel about pumpkin smells? Yeah, I thought you might like them. Yes, pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon, apple, they're all very prominent in this particular season. I myself prefer scents which complement each other. I don't particularly like focusing on one. I find that apple and cinnamon and all those scents go well together. So I like to burn a couple of candles at one time. On this one, on the pillars, you would expect to get a burn time of up to about 140 hours. Yes, have you ever purchased Yankees before? No? Okay, well, this burn time is expected from Yankee. They're a very high quality brand. This is why we stock them. And they're just very, very pretty and easily presentable in just about any atmosphere. Would you like to keep looking then? Okay. Would you like me to place this to the side for you? Okay. Okay, shall we stick to the theme of pillars? Alright. Okay, so another new candle we have in this year's autumn range is Apple Pumpkin. Let's have a look at the design together. So, a nice simple mahogany shade. Yes, very, very pretty. Very. Another pillar, again, 140 hours. Now with this one, as I was discussing before, the apple in this one complements the cinnamon, the nutmeg and the pumpkin you would expect from autumn candles. You'll find that with those scents, they're very potent and they can be almost overbearing in some ways. So the apple with this one counterbalances that absolutely wonderfully. Yes, this would be very good whilst baking, perhaps, maybe in the kitchen, but the shade of the colour denotes that it would be splendid in perhaps a living room, dining room or bedroom. It's very, very delicious. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Okay. Can you smell the fresh apple? Delicious, isn't it? Absolutely delicious. It's so fresh yet so warm at the same time. Oh, it's almost sweet in a way. Is this something that would take your fancy? Okay, of course. Like I said, these are easily packed. So I find that these are better in some senses than the large jars. They're a little bit cheaper, and the burn time is very, very similar. And because of the nice simple shape, if you look after the wick properly, it will burn down nice and easily, and you should get a very good use out of the pillar ones. Of course, I can put this one to the side for you. Okay. Okay, so let me show you an example of what I was discussing before. So this is the large jar, and this is the pumpkin buttercream one. This has more of a sand tone to it, taupe perhaps, and this is very, very delicious. I'd say this is for people that particularly enjoy baking. It's a nice, gorgeous design. I love the colour. But with the large jars, you would expect to get a burn time of somewhere between 110 to 150 hours out of it. This ranges very, very much so, probably because of the size of the candle and the shape. It's not as simple as the pillars. So, whilst in essence this may seem like a good purchase for the price, I find that the pillars will have a more trustworthy burn time than these. Yes, we do stock this in the pillar size and small, medium, and the sample sizes. So, let's see the all-important properties of it. Okay, so let's smell it. Yes, this one, again, pumpkin is very prominent, nutmeg is also very prominent, but the sweetness of the buttercream really does shine through. Again, this is one of those types of candles, especially considering it's a large jar. I would only have one burning at a time. I do enjoy the luster at the top though. This one is particularly delicious to smell. It's very, very pleasant. It almost reminds me of gingerbread in a way. It's very, very nice. Perhaps this would be very good to light during the holidays, perhaps, when baking is very, very prominent. Yes, there's lots of different things you can do with Yankee candles, and especially because they keep the design nice and simple, it should appeal to most types of people. So what do you think about this one? Too sweet? Okay, that's perfectly understandable. Shall we move on? Okay, so as I've been showing you an abundance of particularly large candles, I thought I'd show you something very much on the smaller side. So this is our sample size of apple cider. So as you can tell, this is reddy brown colour. It's very, very pretty. And it doesn't really have a very strong alcoholic scent to it at all. Fresh apples. It's very, very pretty. I thought I'd show you this one because these are perfect as samplers to help you enjoy the scent overall. I do recommend samplers to people who are indecisive about scents or their tastes change all the time? Mm-hmm. So unlike the apple pumpkin one, this one is more on the fresh side rather than the sweet side. This will be because of the cider. The excellent thing with the cider also is that it's a very warming scent. Yes, it's quite similar to mulled wine in some ways. It gives you the same feeling inside. Yes, you would expect to get a burn time of about 15 hours after these. Whilst they seem slightly insignificant, these are actually quite wonderful to place around the home, for homes on the smaller side, or for people that like minimalistic touches to the home. These are really good. These can be put in all types of tea light holders, perhaps for a more intimate approach. You'd like to hold on to this one? No problem. Okay, would you like to stick on to this season scent, or shall we move on to something a little bit different? I have a couple more that I can show you from this season. Okay, so this is another pillar of 140 hours. The shade has more of an orange base as opposed to the mahogany one, which had more of a red base. This one is called Autumn in the Park. This is brand new to our store this year. This one is my personal favourite out of the season this year. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, especially if you're a new consumer of Yankee Candle, how can you possibly get Autumn in the Park in a jar? Well, Yankee Candle are very gifted when it comes to getting nostalgia and memories into a candle. And I'll show you exactly what they mean in a second. So this one is fresh. There's no other way of explaining it. This one, you can smell rain, apples, leaves. There's something very clearing about it. There's also something very inviting about the scent. This one is unisex, I would definitely say, not only from the colour, but also from the scent. This would be a perfect scent to wind down to, something where, if you've been particularly overworked that day, that's something where your body can just appreciate it without being overly congested by smells like pumpkin, for example. Yes, it's definitely truly one of a kind for Yankee Candle to have something like this. They will do very similar things in the wintertime with the smell of snow, for example. And I find that this is just a beautifully gentle scent. Excellent choice. Will this be for you or a gift? A gift. Okay. Yes, this is a wonderful choice, I would say. Okay, let's move on. So the rest of the candles that I have for you, they're a bit more versatile, I would say. I'd like to give you something a little bit different, because we're not sure how many times you're going to be coming here, and the candles last a very long time. It perhaps would be best to buy candles which will match you throughout the whole year. Okay. So, this one that I have, I could definitely say is a wonderful gift for those with a sweet tooth. This is a larger jar, and this is the saltwater taffy candle. Are you a fan of the sweet? Very, very popular in America. Very, very delectable, I've noticed. So this one's absolutely delicious to the scent. The good thing is with saltwater taffy is if you recognise that they have lots of different flavours of it. And the good thing is with this, they've not specified the particular flavour of the saltwater taffy. So you're getting an invitation of lots of different sweet smells to your nose. For me personally, this does actually remind me of Skittles. The freshness and sweetness of them especially. Smells good, doesn't it? I agree. Yes, this is in clearance, but it's also strictly limited edition. This candle will not be brought back after this year, so this might be good for those that want something a little bit different, because it's very, very sweet. This could be good as a gift. Like I said, those with the sweet teeth. Do you have one? You do. Okay. It's not as overwhelming as the pumpkin buttercream, but it's beautiful in its own way. Yes, this one's half price at the moment because it's in our summer clearance. Okay. Delicious, isn't it? Okay, you want to hold on to this one. Are you sure you like it in this size? Yes, we have this in large and medium. In this size, okay. So delicious. Yes, you really do get a note of grape from it. It's very, very nice. Very, very yummy. Okay, so another one I have for you from our summer clearance is the Fudge Ripple one. This is also a large, and this one does smell exactly like very, very yummy, delicious, gooey Fudge Ripple ice cream. It's very delicious. There's actually notes of vanilla in this, I would say. See what I mean? Yes, this one's very, very delicious. This one is not really for an all-rounder. I find that people that like this, they go towards more one particular scent. Of course, with you, you appear to like a variety of scents throughout the year, but people that purchase this one tend to buy it for the novelty, usually. Yes, as this one is usually used during summertime, it's more an inviting smell for when you come into the home from going outside to the beach, perhaps. Yes, this one is often gifted during the summertime. But the good thing is about it, it's a nice, simple colour. It's more on the cream side. It has very, very slight tones and shades of fudge, quite like the rippled design on the front of the fudge going through the ice cream. So it goes through the candle very, very nicely. The burn time on this one is exactly the same as all the other large ones. This one is still 110 to 150 hours. Not for you? Okay, that's perfectly understandable. Sometimes when you're well enveloped into one season, you can be very much put off scents from the rest of the seasons, and that's totally understandable. Okay, so another one I have for you is this jet black one. And this one was from our Halloween range, and this one is the Happy Halloween one. Now, this one you could easily just pull the label off, of course, because it's not Halloween anymore. So just pull the label off, and you've got a nice, simple jet black design. Or pop this away and perhaps light this in the season of Halloween next year. So this one I really like. It's black, it's nice and simple. It'll suit most interiors of most homes. This one also smells of mint and licorice. It's very... The scent is very noticeable. See what I mean? With this scent, it's quite interesting. Most people will pick up something different from it. It leaves a different scent for each person individually. For most people, they say it looks very, very inviting, or people are very stirred away by it. It's not as elegant, perhaps, as most of the Yankee Candle range, but it's very simple and it's to the point. Because there's different layers of scents and flavours put out through this candle, when burned it will leave some interesting layers of scents throughout the home. So it's not a scent you can anticipate in any way, which means that the mood you want to set in the home can be very interesting, depending on the mood you wish for. But yes, this is very, very nice. It's not particularly strong at all. It's not particularly sweet or fresh or really anything. It has a combination of all types of feelings that you would get from a candle. Is this something that would interest you? Yes, okay. This one is usually purchased as a gift, unsurprisingly. It's just the way this one's usually sold. Okay, this one's also half price. So, I have one last candle for you, and this is a medium one. This one is pumpkin and apples. But this is specifically apple pumpkin and pumpkin wreath. Now I know that you have chosen quite the abundance of typical autumn rich smells, but I thought I'd show you something which is more for the style rather than the scent. So this one has dark yellow tones, almost a mustard shade with more richer tones. As you can tell from the orange and the yellow, there's wonderful sort of luster going through it, which can be very, very inviting when it's lit, particularly at night time. So the great thing is, with the swirl ones, is that because it has 2 different scents, or in this case I think there's about 4 different scents interlinked, the smell is also cannot be anticipated depending on the strength of one candle over another. This one isn't particularly strong either, this one's quite nice. See what I mean? I'd say for users of Yankee Candle, medium is usually the best size to go for if you're not going for the samplers. It's very small and more conveniently sized and less bulky than the large one. And it's quite a cute, minute design too, so is this something you'd be interested in? Okay, excellent. So is there any more candles you'd like to look at? No? Okay. Well, you have quite the range of candles that I can definitely say I think you're set for at least a good 12 months. Is there anything else I can help you with today? No? Okay. Okay, so what I'll do for you is I'll pack these all up and bring them to the till for you. I can box them up for you too, if that makes it easier bringing them home. That's one of the splendid reasons why pillows are so popular. Okay. So you've been an excellent customer today. Thank you. It's very, very, very nice of you to pop in and come see us. Okay, well I hope you enjoy the candles. The cashier's just over there. You have a lovely day now.